What's going on, family? My name is Baji Batagaraisibe. For those who don't know me, I'm Baji Mutlanti, and welcome to Moments with Baji Mutlanti. And if you're my new Sabi, thank you for joining this family. And if you're a returning subscriber, also thank you for stopping by. And if you haven't subscribed, I don't know what you're waiting for. Don't forget to also click that notification bell so that every time when I upload, it will notify you of those future uploads. So today in this video, as you've seen the title of this video, we're planning for the month. And the reason why I did this video is that I normally plan my month, all my weeks, my days, and we'll break that down in this video. And I was like, as much as I'm doing this planning for myself, let me share with the others, and it might be of beneficial to someone else. And for the fact that we're planning for May, as it just started as the beginning of the new month, May, and it doesn't mean this plan you can use it for only this month. Going forward, you can carry on and apply this tips on your daily lives. We're all human, men. Sometimes we can't be all the same at all times. We can't be energetic at all times. We can't be in a good mood at all times. So we need a bit of some tips, advice, a bit of a routine to carry on. So without any waste of time, I just wanna, my lighting, I don't know what's happening. So without any waste of time, this is May, right? So I want us to just reflect back on the previous month. What are you proud of? For the way your achievements, whether small or big. With me, I celebrate all my big and small wins, and to me it all matters, because in order to get up there, we start small, baby steps. We take things step by step. So those achievements, whether big or small, what are those? What are you proud of? And again, what can you improve? If maybe something didn't go according to the plan, or something didn't turn out as anticipated to be. So what are those things, and how are you planning on changing them on this month? I refrained from doing this thing of, okay, it didn't happen last month, so maybe on the following month I can just skip it or not do it. And it becomes a build up, and as much as it's a bad, as soon as it becomes a backlog, it will be too overwhelming, and you might even get to a point whereby you don't finish your tasks or your saying. It's very important to reflect on the previous month, which I'm proud of, rather. What are those achievements? What are those wins? And what is it that you couldn't accomplish? And what are you planning on doing going forward, or going on to the next month? And please let us not give up if we don't finish our projects, or if things are not turning out the way we wish them to turn out. Life, it's a journey, and it's a work. We people are work in progress. We just need to trust the process, and never to quit, never to give up, because winners don't quit. So yes, so make sure that you normalize writing things down. I write things down. I have my own journal. Where is it? Let me show you. Sorry about that. This is Jumpstart Your Growth. I've Jumpstart Your Leadership as well. My sister bought me this, I think 7-8 years ago. Or what basically talks about is that firstly, it's by John C. Maxwell, for in case maybe you wanna buy it. This was bought long time ago in CNA. Do you see the price thing there? At CNA it was $159.90. So I don't know now if they still have it, or if the price is still the same. So reflecting on the previous month, how you did you do well? And it's not a race, life, it's a journey, not a race. So just see where you can, fill the gaps, fix whatever you can fix, and find the necessary help you could, to accomplish your task and all that. I diarize as well. I have my own diary. I diarize. So yeah, back to writing. Writing is very important, and sometimes you just write. Let me show you this. I have this one, dream big. So I have different journals, different notebooks, diaries for different things. Sometimes when I'm not feeling okay, I don't know where I put my first one, but I bought this also. It's okay not to be okay. At times when I want to plan about my life, the projects I want to be involved in, my job, how I can tackle, projects between my job and all that, I write in here. So yeah, writing down is very, very, very important, because we can't memorize everything, and our memory can only take that much, that. So it's very important. And when we trying to plan for, the next month or whatever, we really need to be consistent and have a consistent routine to follow, that. So I hope these tips will help some of you who take them into practice. And another one is to prioritize what matters most. Let's say on your to-do list, you need to, do a report, you need to have a meeting, you need to go to a meeting, you need to go to a lecturer or a class, whatever, online class, whatever the reason may be. So just make sure that what matters the most, what's pressing the most, you start by doing it. Even with the small tasks like cleaning, exercising, whatever, maybe you can choose, start by exercising and clean after, because maybe after cleaning you'll be tired and be lazy to do that. So just prioritize your time wisely. We are all busy, we all have emergencies, they arise at work, at home, but let us try and prioritize what matters the most, and even our goals. So I'll get to that just now. So let's move to goal planning. So in terms of your goals, let's say for instance you're planning on furthering your studies or enrolling on a specific course, right? So what you can simply do is draft down, okay, this is what I want to do, the certification, the name of it, the duration, you state it down, everything, the completion. If it's 2 years, you write it down. Then afterwards, you go and break it down into short-term goals. Using the very same example, you'll go and say, what best short-term goal is to apply, because in order for you to enroll, you need to apply. To register might be one of your short-term goal. And what else? Admission, to be admitted at that particular institution. That's your first time goal. Then afterwards, then now you're enrolling, then you can now plan your long-term goals, that now I'm in, this course is going to take 2 years. I really need to, make sure that maybe, for instance, if you're working, you split your time, equally, or not equally, but accordingly, knowing that after work I'm spending 2 hours on an hour on my studies. Or you still break down your goals into short term, that for this 6 months, this is what I'm going to do. For the next six months, this is what I'm going to do. For another 6 months, until you finish your course. So goals are very important. Even when you're planning certain projects, try and have a bigger picture, draft it down in writing, whether electronically if you prefer typing. Then afterwards, do make sure that you break it down into short-term goals, that okay, this is the equipments I need, okay, this are the resources I need, okay, this is the capital I need, okay, if maybe you don't have 1, 2, 3, I can work with what I have, this is what I'm gonna do, okay, maybe because I'm still small, what can I do? One of the short-term goal examples, let me volunteer, such things. So I hope I got my point clear across regarding goals, short-term and long-term goals, because we really need to be intentional about our life. We really need to be intentional about our decisions, and we really need to also be intentional about our goals, you know. So another tip regarding your monthly planning, and also this applies for your daily planning, weekly planning, as I've explained about the short-term and long-term goals. Because even with me, I do have my monthly plan. I draft it down in a diary. Then I do have a separate to-do list every day. I check my diary. Then I do my to-do list. Sometimes I prefer doing the online one using my phone. I use my notes, my reminders and all that. And for my meetings, I always set my alarm for all my meetings, and I do check my calendar, and I do all that is necessary for me to get the job done. So another important fact is to really be sure of your goals and not leave them halfway. Being sure about your goals, I mean, don't just do things because other people are doing it. Don't just do things because apparently it brings more money. Don't just do things because apparently you become rich, or just for wrong reasons, or for reasons that do not resonate with who you are. You know yourself, you know what you want, you know what you want to become, you know, maybe in 5 years to come, you know, maybe where you want to be. So it's very important to be sure of your goal, and as equally as intentional about them. So yeah, moving right along. Another thing is you can be accountable to someone. You know why I'm mentioning that? Because there are people who are accountable for me. You know, as busy as we are, as busy as we get, we do find, you know what, time. And I do encourage you as well, if you don't do it, for just to not bury yourself in your work without giving yourself that time to, you know, talk to a friend. Obviously not during working hours. Whatever time you get, do that call, you know, talking about, you know, grown-up things, mature things, you know, even funny things, even childhood things, like anything. Most especially empowering each other, maybe praying together. What I do when I talk to my friends, we laugh, and we talk about serious stuff. How's your marriage? How's your relationship? How's your job? How's your life? How are you feeling? You know, such things. And, you know, we pray together. Don't deny yourself that. And let's jump, without any waste of time, to another tip. You know what? Make sure that you have a dedicated space for work at your home. Do try and make sure that you have a dedicated space for work in your home. Let me try and show you. What happens is this. What happens is this. I do have a home office. I think maybe you guys can, those who are regulars to my channel, see that I have a different background and stuff. So I dedicated my home office to my dogs, because they keep on making puppies and I can't keep puppies outside. They will die, it's cold. You know, the wall have holes. They will just, you know what, they will steal them, and they steal dogs. The one stole one of my puppies. So I don't want that to happen again. I have another desk that side, but I'm no longer using that office. I'm this side. So yeah. So fam, also please do make sure that your workspace is clean, neat, and you know what, there's no chaos. Because if there's chaos on your workstation, then even your work is gonna become chaos. Like your mind is gonna, you know, become chaotic. You can't focus the way, I don't know about you, but I can't focus working in a, you know, an environment that is not pleasant for me to work in. So do make sure that your environment or your work space is as decent as you look. Another, you know, tip to plan, your month. You know what I do? Every Sunday, I plan my week. Whereas I've already planned my entire month. I take my diary, then I do my weekly planning. Then every day I know I just open to see what I need to do, then I do it. I don't want to wake up, then now I don't know what to do at what time. I have meetings, and the next thing I don't know what time, or I miss meetings because now we're working from home, and the world is rapidly changing to an online world. Basically, we are moving to this online meetings, and which are more time efficient and all that time thing. It's not time consuming, so everything needs to be planned. So just sharing my own experience. Some people prefer to do things in a different way, and please do comment on the comment section below how you do things, or what I left out perhaps, or why I didn't mention, or other tips just to help other people. And also comment on what videos do you want to see next. Are you enjoying this? Which content do you want me to give you guys that's related to what I'm doing? So another tip is to take time for yourself. Take time for self-care. I do that all the time. I do go for massage, and I think one of my plan is to do it every month. So I think going to a massage parlor will be on my monthly plan every month. So maybe do try that. Some people are already doing it. The thing is, I was doing it, but I wasn't consistent. And it's very important to take care of this body. As much as you're taking care of your car, take care of your body, because your body is your... So I do some self-care routine at home, some skincare routine. I do show that on some vlogs. Perhaps maybe I should do a thorough one, like just a special video on my self-care routine. I don't know if I've done that. I think I did, but I can just do an updated one. How I take care of myself, from my skin, hair, just before I work. I think I've done something like that, but I can do, an updated one. Please do comment on the comment section below if I should do it. So it's very vital to, just run a bubble bath, take a lukewarm shower, sing, reminisce on all the good things, or just take that, now I like taking thingy, what's this? A warm to hot bath, bubble bath with candles, because it's almost winter. Do affirmations, and those things, they do help. And also get into the spirit of meditation. I know I haven't been doing it for so long, but it's working wonders. And also get into the spirit of praying. Spend time with God. Spend enough time in the presence of the Lord. I know we get busy, we gotta work, we gotta do 1, 2, 3, but on your planning, on your daily plan or monthly plan, just plan on how you're going to spend time with God. For instance, with me, every morning, before I do anything else, I pray. Then somewhere there on my routine, I do, meditation. I meditate. Then afterwards, I do affirmations, things like, I'm a child of God, I'm unstoppable. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I am enough. If you want me to do videos specifically on those things, please do comment on the comment section below. I don't mind. You know me and giving information. I find peace making content, guys. And I wish I found out about this YouTube thingy long time ago. I don't want one last tip is that family, be intentional about your plan. I've already mentioned that we should be intentional about our, our goals. You know, one of my friends was telling me that, you know what, be intentional about 1, 2, 3. We're talking about something else, and as soon as I started, you know what, being, you know, going back to that routine, I know I'm on the right track. And another friend of mine told me about a grace jar. Grace jar might work. You know what? Sometimes you just, you know, use sticker notes or just, I don't know, piece of paper, maybe you tear it from whatever, your notebook. You just write the things you're grateful for. It goes back to the first tip, whereby you need to reflect back on your previous month. What were you grateful, or what are you grateful for, or what have you achieved? What are your wins, or what were your wins for the previous month? It goes back to that. So sometimes you can use Bible scriptures. My friend told me that then you have a jar every day, or you don't even have to do every day. Every now and then, when you feel like, you know, maybe you can do them all at once, put them in a jar. Then as and when you feel like you need to motivate yourself, you just pick one, then you read. How nice is that? And I cannot wait to be consistent in that. You know, so just to close off this video, just want to say, let us be intentional about our plans, our goals. And when you plan, do make sure that you plan to accomplish your goals. And if you don't accomplish your goals, make sure that you're going to carry them on the next month, and find best ways and other different strategies to deal with that. And also involve God in everything that you do, because I believe in the saying that the word of God that says, I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. I can do all things through Christ who strengthens me. So go on and plan. If you haven't planned as yet, hurry, plan your month. It's never too late. It's still the beginning of May. And remember, you can use the very same monthly planning for the whole year. You know that in May, unless if there's changes there and there, you can go back and make amendments. I love you so much, and thanks a lot for tuning in to Moments with Baji Motlanti. Do engage with me on the comment section below. Please do like, share, and comment to my videos, and also click that notification bell so that you don't miss any of my future uploads. And please do subscribe. So from me, Baji Batagaraisibe, I'm out.